one last question to Amir before I give everyone the opportunity to respond. Amir, maybe another way to think about this problem is that just the opposite of the question I asked. Institutional investors nominate directors. They don't need you to do that. They do a great job to begin with, so there's very little for you left to do. But they appointed directors at Bezek, they appointed directors at other companies. So what can you sell here in this market?
I think directors should be added based on merit. If a director brings a specific industry experience or some sort of a management discipline, financial skill, capital allocation skill, that director should be added to the company. Or just to put this simply, a director that can add value to the company should be added to the company. It doesn't really matter who adds that director. I think that institutional investors have more of a challenge in two ways. One is focus, and the second is incentive. On the focus side, institutional investors manage hundreds of investments. We manage 15 to 20. So our average position is 5, 6, 7% of our fund. We can spend the resources, the time, the energy. We can go find headhunters and go and screen directors that we think can add value to the company. A recent campaign that we've had is Kamada, which is a situation where we've added 3 directors to the company, one from Brosh and 2 outside directors. We probably screened 60 to 70 directors. I personally interviewed over 20 directors. It's not rocket science, but I think you need to be organized in a way that enables you to do this. Secondly, it's incentives in the way that when we typically join companies' boards, we do it ourselves. We join the board, we sit there, we make sure that our capital is being allocated in a way that actually adds value. I think that when you do that, when you sit there, I recently had a case of a board I was sitting on, and we were contemplating an investment. And I thought the investment didn't make any sense from a risk-reward perspective. And one of the directors I was arguing with said that it's a no-brainer to invest there. I then offered all the board members an opportunity to invest in this specific investment at cost, alongside the company. Nobody raised their hands. So I think that, and it's because it's not their money. It's our money. I think if Anat were to join Bezek tomorrow, investors would cheer that. The stock would probably go up 15% on that news alone.
What's the market cap?
15 billion shekels. But it's going to be more problematic for Anat to do that. Second issue, I think, is on the incentive side. She can't do it because of regulation.
Because of regulation. I wish I could. I can't.
We can.
No.
Second issue is on the incentive side is, when we add directors, we ask them to buy shares in the companies that they join. On Kamada, the example I gave before, 2 of the external directors took money out of their pockets, bought shares, and when they're sitting on the board, they have money at the table. Their interests are aligned with other shareholders. Institutional investors have a harder time asking external directors to buy shares. We don't.
Okay.